So Banger,
Yo.
you know, we live in a world today where, information and technology is so advanced, like you could really just pick up anything at any moment, go to YouTube, Google, and just figure out how to do things. But tell us a little bit about your journey with dance. Like how long you been in the game? Like, is this something new you picked up? Have you always been doing this? Like, give us a little bit about your background with dance.
Well, my background with dance, I was born in Africa, Congo.
Shout out.
Bana Congo.
Shout out, shout out.
So I was born in Africa, and I came here when I was around 7. And dance is big in Africa. Like, culturally, if you can't dance, like, they look down on you.
Yo, you don't got that rhythm, it's a
Yo, it's bad. Like, my parents got rhythm. Like, pretty much my family have rhythm. They don't dance like me, but they got rhythm. So yeah, I've always, like, dance has always been a part of my life since, like, I can't remember when I was never not dancing. Like, even, like, my first memory of, like, in Africa, I remember we would have a lot of, so it's like a culture thing about us is they celebrate a lot. When there's like a graduation, when they'll find any reason to throw a party, right? So we would always have these parties in my house in Africa because we had like a big house over there, and everybody would come there. There'd be music, food, so it was like everyone in that neighborhood, we pretty much all knew each other. Our parents knew each other, so it was like a big family. So yeah, I always danced, and then when I came to America, that's when I got into like hip hop, like watching videos. And that's really how I learned and picked up hip hop. Honestly, just by watching music videos. And what I would do is I would just learn the choreography and music videos. Like I'll watch them over and over again. That's how I learned. I got into hip hop. And then as the years went on, like I don't really have a set style. I kind of know how to do pretty much a little bit of everything.
Versatile.
Yeah. So, and I'm big on versatility.
Right.
And for a few years, I used to shy away from like my African roots. But as I got older, I realized how that is such a game changer, and such a cheat code, because that's where most of the dance styles come from.
Yeah.
So more and more, I start to tap into that style more. And yeah, so I've just been dancing my whole life. I've been doing like videos consistently for about like 5 years, consistently. But I've always danced like my whole life.
Word. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, like, you definitely, I think, you like you said, it's embedded in the culture, dancing and being African, Congolese, Nigerian, Ghanaian, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, all African countries, you got that rhythm.
Gotcha.
You say you said you were shying away from your African roots a little bit. Can you speak on that? Is there a reason why? Was like hip hop just buzzing when you first came out here and started to get in the dance scene, or like what made you really want to tap into your roots now?
Well, I feel like and a lot of Africans, young Africans, can relate to this. We all go through this thing where it's almost like an identity thing, where when you come to America, it's almost like, I wouldn't say shameful to be African, but it's like you want to be, they call it, you're trying to be Americanized.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So you go through a phase where it's like you want to do American thing, which is nice and cool,
right,
but that's not who you really are deep down.
Right.
And I had to really look at myself in the mirror and really look within and realize like, yo, like I'm shying away from the thing that makes me me.
Right.
Because what comes with me being African is like certain things and certain style, like there's a lot of African styles that popular now, in the States.
Yeah. And
people do those styles, but when you see an African do it, it's different. And I learned that about myself too, because I don't like rehearse those styles at all, but I could always do it.
Right.
And it's just that it factor. You know how people have that it factor? So being African, you have that it, something that like you can't teach. I can show you the moves, but there's a flavor to it.
No, that makes sense.
So
I mean, just you saying like you came over here when you were young and then you picked up hip hop, so that's like what, 10 years, maybe 15 hip hop, but you've been dancing some more African rhythm since you were like 4.
Exactly.
So you got way more time doing that.
I was born into it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I was born into that style.
Word. That makes a lot of sense.